Building a stronger Africa and connecting the continent, two top oil-producing countries in Africa, Angola and Nigeria, are teaming up here in Lagos for a business mission to strengthen economic ties and explore business opportunities.
Angola and Nigeria had started bilateral relationships a long time ago, in the 70s, by Your Excellency the President and Her Excellency the President of Angola back then, Mortala Mohamed and Agostinho Neto. And now we are bringing back, but with a full different force. We want these two countries, which are Africa's giants in oil exploration, to combine forces and to work together and become brothers that they really are, without any borders. So it's for us, by us. Angola is relatively bigger than Nigeria, but we're not overpopulated. We have less population. So we are opening our borders. We are inviting the Nigerians that have and want to invest to be able to invest in Angola. And we also inviting Angolans that want to invest in Nigeria to come and invest in Nigeria. This is how we can do. We have to open the doors and welcome our brothers.
According to the UN Comtrade database, in 2023, Nigeria's export to Angola stood at a modest $5.39 million. Can you imagine that? While this figure represents a foundation, yes, there is significant room for growth. Angola has expressed a keen interest in improving trade relations with Nigeria, and we must seize this opportunity to make that happen. Because this figure of $5.39 million is such a tiny drop in the ocean compared to the potential in these two countries. Our bilateral trade balance does not yet reflect the strategic dimensions of our relationship. And if these two chambers can work together, we can also propel our governments to work together to ensure that we improve the balance of trade.
To further enhance the vast gas resources of the two countries and cement the ongoing relationship, a deal was signed between the Chamber of Industry Angola-Nigeria and the leading gas power company here in Nigeria.
Her Excellency, the Ambassador of Nigeria to Angola, with Clay Ekpong, who has facilitated this over the last 1 year, which the government just approved that the MOA be signed before the beginning of the oil and gas conference in October. Angola is similar to Nigeria with flare gas, which is being wasted. So what we are doing basically in Angola is to cap those flare gas, put them into a gas processing facility, and then compress them into what we call compressed natural gas, which can be used as fuel for vehicles, for trucks, for generators, and the rest. So what we are doing is to harnessing the gas potentials of Angola into a gas processor and making Angola a gas hub, just like similar to what Nigeria is doing.
In order for businesses to thrive in both countries, at this forum, there were discussions of the need to create an enabling environment and provide the right infrastructure.
Infrastructure is the backbone of any thriving economy. Without efficient transport, communication, and energy networks, economic growth remains stunted. Angola and Nigeria, as two of Africa's largest economies, have the opportunity to set a standard of infrastructure development on the continent. If you invest in these cross-border infrastructure projects, transportation corridors, digital connectivity, and power grids, that's another thing, I'll talk about it later, you can facilitate trade, enhance regional integration, and create jobs for millions of our citizens. Such projects will not only strengthen our bilateral ties, but also contribute to the broader goal of African unity and development.
Policies are made by the leaders, and honestly, Angola has taken that step in showing that they can lead. In the oil and gas, for example, they have the ANPG, which is in the upstream, and the IRDP, which is in the mid and downstream. And the policies have been effective, it's stable. I mean, you can see from investors doing that. If Total can pull out $6 billion US dollars from Nigeria and go to Angola, it shows that the policies are stable, because that's what investors want. That's what businesses, when we say investors, we're not just speaking about foreign investors, we're speaking about local business. No business can thrive with instability. And so Nigeria can learn from Angola in ensuring that we have stable policies.
Rising from this business mission, the consensus is that both countries will continue to collaborate and create a platform for businesses to network and facilitate the exchange of information. Lilian Jijingi-Agudah, Arise News.